time. Well, welcome. Awesome. I'm gonna. Thank you everyone for coming into our Team Fast weekly meeting. As I mentioned earlier, Elias is not here today, so I'm taking his place. So welcome. I'm so excited to see everybody here. And well, let's get this meeting started. So patience. Can everyone see that okay? Awesome. A thumbs up would work really well. Awesome. And here we go. There we go. Oh, everyone, if there's anyone that is a guest today, please let us know. Karina or Kenny, are you guys watching the chat for me? Or can you watch the chat for me?
Yep.
Perfect. Awesome. So if there's any guest in the room, please let us know. We want to say welcome to you. Thank you for coming into our space. This space is fire. And so we thank you for taking your time this morning to join us. And any community contributions going on right now? I know Pamela Spivey or Michael Spivey, do you want to speak to what we have going on this Saturday?
I don't, okay, I will. So this Saturday, we will be hosting the NACA event. We have 100 people that are registered, actually over 100. There's 18 agents on our team out of each county that are actually part of this vision or part of this process. And Maria, you can say whatever, you know what's going on. So if you want to elaborate on it.
Well, I am new to the NACA environment myself. So for me, it's just all about learning and opening up opportunities for people that would otherwise not be able to purchase. And NACA's been around forever. So it's not like some brand new down payment assistance program. It has been around forever. So we have, like Pamela said, we have 18 people that are a part of the team and in Sacramento, and they're separated by counties, which is a blessing. So when we have these buyers that are interested in using a NACA program, which is underwritten by Bank of America, we have people to take care of them. And so for more information, reach out to one of the NACA members, and I'm sure that we'll have something so that people can gain more information about it. Because believe it or not, I mean, it's limited only by the property values, and it's per county. So you'd be surprised what kind of buyers are coming in. Like Pamela has one that's more than I have ever even worked with as a buyer. Was it 1 million? So 1.2 million buyers. So if you're available this Saturday, come on by. We are sold out, but it's going to be a great event. Anyone else?
Oh, and one more thing too, Aaliyah is our partner on that 1.2 million. It's Aaliyah and I that are partner.
That's right. Awesome. Great way to give a shout out to Sister Aaliyah. Anyone else? Going once, going twice. We gone. So we're going straight into new escrows. This is going to be a fast meeting. Like, woo, I mean, fast. So yay, let's celebrate for those new escrows that are under $550,000. We have Jordana Taylor with 156. We have Ana Pacheco at 165,000. Ophelia at 335,000 and Carmen Rogue at 380,000. Oops. Is there anyone that's able to speak on that? Let me see, let me pick who's on, and I can't see who's on the meeting. So is Ophelia, Jordana, Anna, or Carmen in the meeting right now?
Hi, Mon, this is Anna.
What's up, Miss Anna?
Hi.
Well, tell me about this escrow.
So this, actually, I'm double ending it. So yay for me. It's a listing that I got. It's a burnt house that my list price started at 115, and I ended up with 17 offers.
Of course.
And going pending at this price at 165, where when you do the numbers, it doesn't make any sense. But we're in a market where nothing makes sense. So I'm not
Exactly.
appalled. And yeah, so it was highly demand, and luckily we're double ending.
Woohoo. Well, congratulations, and congratulations to the 4 ladies that are on the board right there. And then we got page number 2. Well, Christina and Dominique are busy, busy, busy. They have 2 at 380 and 651,000. And then Christina has another one at 540. And then we have Miss Vanessa Vo at 450. I know I saw Dominique on the leaderboard or whatever they call it. Dominique, can you speak on this one? Or these 2, I should say.
Yeah, so these are both of our listings, and the 380 is the one in Chinatown. We thought that one was going to sit a little longer, but somebody came that really wanted it, and her mom is helping her buy it, so that is great for her. And the Antioch one, this one was on the market for 7 days before we went pending. But however, we could have gotten contract within 24 hours. Antioch is hot right now, especially in this price range. So we ended up with, what do we have? 13 offers. And this was our highest, and this was our best terms as well. So our sellers lucked out, and this was, I think the Antioch sellers too are like our most favorite sellers. They are amazing. They're so cute. It's this little couple, and they ended up moving from Antioch because they one of their family members passed, so the family member left a house to them in Sacramento, and so they just moved into that house and then decided to sell this one. But so we're really excited about both of our sellers, and yeah.
Out of curiosity, for the one that was in Chinatown, how many days was that on the market? Because you had said that you didn't think it was gonna.
That's been on the market for, I think, about 20 something, 30 days. We thought it was gonna be, because I mean, it just takes a very particular buyer, and it's a very particular area. So we just thought it would at least sit for like some months. And we had got a lot of views on Zillow and stuff, but not too many people came by for private showings or even the open houses. So it was just kind of one of those things to where you kind of got to let it sit for a second, and hopefully somebody comes, and that's what happened. So
I love it. Well, congratulations to you and Christina, and double Christina, well, triple, because she has 3 up here. And then of course, Miss Vanessa Vo. Moving on up to our 550 and above, we have the dynamic duo of Peter Lee and Dewey Wong at 558,000, along with Jan and Jocelyn for 590. And then we have Rose at, whoa, she has 2. Well, go girl, at 630,000 and 780,000. And then we have Miss Aaliyah at 675,000. Awesome. And I know I saw Aaliyah in the meeting, or I think I did. Is Aaliyah online? Going once, going twice. How about Rose? Are you here? Okay, neither one's there. Busy working, that's what they're doing. And then we have this 750 to $1 million. We have Freddie and Juanita. Woohoo! And then, hold on here. We have Elisa and Jennifer. Whoop, whoop. Is any of these people online? Okay, we have a very limited and quiet group today. And we're rounding out with Miss Kathy Daniel. Kathy, are you online by any chance?
He's not.
Okie dokie. Thank you, Kenny. So for those of $1 million and above, we have Miss Jennifer and Tyler for the duo of 1,050,000. And then we have Sunny and Cyrus at 1,185,000. And Kenny,
I don't think they're on either, but it's Tyler's first deal. I know Tyler is, I think he's like 18, 19 years old. So huge congratulations to him. He's working full time for his uncle at a restaurant, but was able to partner with Jen, his mentor on the big transaction.
that's amazing. And how old did you say he was, Kenny?
I think he's 18. He might be the youngest person on our team.
That's awesome.
They could do $1 million team, $1 million deals.
Well, I love it. That's great. And then we have Roxanne and Will for 1.3 million. And here we go again with Peter and Dewey, again for 1,860,000. Wow, congratulations.
Dewey, are you on? Dewey put in a lot of work on this one.
Oh, okay. So Dewey, if you're on, can you share with us a little bit about this transaction?
What?
Um,
I was like, is he breastfeeding?
I'm on daddy duty.
I was gonna say that you're probably on daddy duty.
Yeah, so Kenny and Peter got in this lead from What a Mortgage about a month ago. But they were already out drinking, and so they were drunk, and they called me and they're like, "We need you on this call at 7." I'm like, "Bro, I'm not even home yet." And so rush home, hopped on this call, and we got right out there almost every single day, every weekend. And then, yeah, so this agent got in 6 offers. We were not the highest offer. The highest offer was at 188, but I communicated with him like late night and throughout the day whenever things came up. And so he really appreciated the communication. And so I took that screenshot and showed the client that I wasn't bullshitting them and trying to get them up to a price that they weren't comfortable with. But this was only 10K over what they initially felt like was their max. And then as far as the lending team goes, I mean, What a Mortgage and the referral partners on that end, super fast. We got into contract, and by the next day we had appraiser out, and within like 2-3 hours the appraisal was back at value. So this should be like a 17-day close is what we have on contract. It probably will close way faster than that, but everything is going smooth so far.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, congratulations to both of you.
Thank you.
And moving on. So we have been keeping a consistent flow in terms of new escrows. I think the last few weeks we've been at 20 new escrows for the week. So, you know, keep that momentum going. So this past week we had 21 new escrows at over 15 million. That's awesome. That is awesome. And then pending escrows, 102 sides at 74.35, give or take, an average price of 728. And Kenny, can you talk about in terms of where are we tracking? Because it says closed escrows for the year at 363 sides with an average price of 677.
We've been, I mean, for the first 2 months of this year is pretty bad for everyone, but I've been looking at the last 3 months. May was a record month for us. We closed about 59.6 million. March was like 59.1, so it inched out a little bit. April, we had 53. So in the last, if we include this month, we're pacing for 60 million. So we're about 30% behind year over year, but the market is doing worse. So when I look at numbers, I was like looking at how we're doing compared to the rest of the market. We're doing pretty well compared to the rest of the market. A lot of it has to do with, I believe, maybe about 15 to 20 agents on our team has completed their first transaction in the last 2.5 months. So a lot of deals are being brought on by the newer agents. I think we're just out there hustling a lot harder than a lot more experienced agents. So numbers are looking pretty good. You know, we did do 760 million last year. That would be great. We can accomplish that this year. Listing inventory seems to be pretty flat right now. Mortgage rate applications are down 3 or 4 weeks in a row, which is actually good if you're a buyer's agent. That means there's less competition entering the market to get loans. So it's really, really important to focus on the people that want to transact. And then from a Zillow conference or mastermind, me and Dan Sumber went into, I think over 60% of people on Zillow leads, over 60% of people transact after 12 months. So if you have an old database, this is when it's a really good time to reach out to them. If they're not, I know you guys are like, if someone reaches out to you, they're not ready to buy, you kind of fall off, but it's the people that's been in your database longest are looking. And talking to a lot of agents in the offices when I travel around, people are ready to go. There are a lot of hot buyers. Like I'm back in production now. I think I have about 25 clients. Most of the clients are ready to do something in the next like 2 months. So when you can get someone, you want to be on top of that person.
Wow, that's great. You did say 60% of the Zillow leads are taking 12 months or more too.
Yeah, that was like their average overall when they're looking at tracking history.
Wow. So advice would be to go into your database. So old stuff is still good stuff. Just make sure you stay in touch with that. Awesome.
And then this is kind of, I don't know when the new Mac iOS stuff is coming out, but yesterday they had this thing where you can listen to live voicemails, which probably won't be helpful for some of you guys. because then they'll know to not pick up your call, but you can leave voice video messages now as like a voicemail. So that could be kind of cool to add into your arsenal, leaving people video text as a voicemail for your follow-up calls later on.
Oh, I like that. I like that. I know for me in the past, when someone hasn't picked up the phone and when I've left a message or they won't respond to my text, I've sent a video text, not a video voicemail. And they're like, oh, she's a real person. And so I tend to get a better response that way.
Yeah, it's just how bad do you want it? You know, you call someone once, sometimes they don't pick up. You call them twice, you're probably, it is on Kyle Whistle's chat yesterday too on the Monday mastermind. If you call someone twice, they're like, okay, something wrong, and they're gonna pick up your call.
Right. That's good. Good advice. Thanks, Kenny. So today's fast story of the week is Aaliyah. She has one pending transaction. She's growth minded, a community ambassador, event coordinator, and content creator. She is this week's Mother Hustler. And as I mentioned earlier, her and Pam are working on a NACA buyer for 1.2 million. So I remember Aaliyah when she first started. Congratulations. And she's not on, am I correct? Kenny?
No, she's on.
She's not. Aw. So make sure that when you see her, send her a quick message online, promote it on social media to give her some love, because I know she is a hustler for sure. And woohoo! So this mid-year business plan check-in and review, it is coming up. So today is today is not Monday. Whatever. So I believe today is June 6th. Hello. So Walnut Creek should have that. Am I correct?
It got pushed over to June 7th to Walnut Creek.
Oh, it did? Okay. So it's going to be on Wednesday. Tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Awesome. Okay. And what is the time on that, Ryan?
I believe it's 12 to 2, but double check the calendar, guys.
2 is correct.
Okay. So we have June 7th in Walnut Creek. Next week, we're going to be up here in Sacramento. So all of my Sacramento people, please, please, please show up and show out. And then we have the week later on June 20th in Stockton. June 27th, we'll end all of the mid-year business planning in Oakland. So make sure that you show up, because you can't, well, my philosophy is if you don't know where you're going, if you don't have a destination in mind, then you're just driving all over the place. And so at the beginning of the year, we did a great meeting of what are our plans for the upcoming year or for this year. And so make sure you bring that with you so that you can go through it to make sure you're on track. And if you're not on track, then we need to come together and figure out how can we get you to where you are planning on going. Okie doke. All right, all right. Now, who wants to speak on this? And Kenny, do we have a date?
Yeah, the dates are gonna be August 15th to 18th, I believe. We send in the request to Hard Rock. And right
Okay.
now, the competition, it's pretty close. I think we have like a little over 30-something people competing. Ali reached out, and I think people can see the stats too. For like the top 10, there's at least like 30 reels created. We're starting to get more feedback on agents to please step it up and not just put out 10 reels a day if it's gonna be junk. But use our video team, use it as an opportunity to create higher quality stuff to get business. But right now, yeah, so it's pretty close. A lot of the top 10 people have like around 30 reels. So it could honestly be anyone's spot right now to get on the top 10.
Right. So I would like to ask for some clarity, because I know some people are, instead of just putting one point for posting on Instagram that would share to Facebook, they're putting
We're
in.
only counting Instagram. And then I know some people may not be tracking correctly, but at the end of the day, we're going to be able to quickly look at someone's Instagram wall and count which reels are on there. So
Okay.
there might be some incorrect tracking, but it's not gonna, we'll have quality control by the time the contest ends.
Perfect. And so it's Instagram Reels only?
Instagram
and
reels only. Yeah, Facebook's
Okay.
don't count.
Awesome. And it started on May 2nd. So we're not due to end until June 26th.
So got 3 weeks.
Yep. Still got 3 weeks to kick it up a notch. And there was something else I was going to ask as it relates to that. And then for those, that's what it is. For those that are not in the top 10, they will still have access to, of course, purchasing and participating in the Hard Rock Hotel event, correct? Or no?
No.
Okay. I'm like, no, yes. Okay, perfect. Just want to get some clarity for everybody out there. So that's pretty exciting. So everybody kick it up a notch, make some reels. I know I've kicked it up a notch and I'm in the top 10, but I have a long way to go. Marketing resources. Do we have any updates on that for the social media trends, team assets, or Fast Studio?
Yeah, the new development dashboard is mostly done. I think it's like 100, maybe 180 homes on there. If you guys need the link, you can check Team Fast exclusive. We'll probably drop it later. And we're working on new collateral right now. Super exciting. This is just a sneak preview. We signed up for this new tool called Studio. You guys can kind of take a look at it here, and then we're gonna build out these assets. It's like a video presentation listing book, but you can embed videos into it. So we're gonna build something that can be used as your almost like a personal website, but it's gonna be we can have all the stuff that you film yourself instead of stuff we film in our space. Have a high quality presentation. You can use it to show off your past sales. Use it as a buyer presentation. Use it as a listing presentation. Use it for people to get to know you better, your hobbies, your passions, your personality. And then we're kind of creating a list of questions. You've seen that on some other real estate companies, including my previous one, Climb Real Estate. We're gonna have like interesting, fun questions that you can answer. So this kind of like digital book is gonna be really cute and very high level. And then you can embed it on the website too. So we're going to be building that out for you guys as a marketing resource. And let me see, what else are we working on right now, Karina? So now that I'm like day to day working on stuff, we're creating a lot of new collateral stuff. We're working on creating a hardcover book that's going to be used as a listing presentation. So we have it's like 50 pages long, and we've been working with the marketing team closely on that stuff.
Oh, I love it. That's awesome. Anything else?
Not
Karina?
necessarily for that, but my teachable moment kind of got skipped. I don't think we had a slide for it at the beginning, but basically I just want everyone to be aware that insurability is a hot topic. I'm seeing, adorable little videos from everybody, which is great about insurability, and how like State Farm and Allstate are not drafting new insurance policies for homes in California. They will continue to pay out for the ones that are in place as of now, but be sure before you're removing that investigation contingency that you're checking up insurability and any of those natural hazard maps and making sure that they've got estimates and quotes from multiple insurance providers up at the very beginning of the transaction. Again, before you remove that investigation contingency. It's not a loan contingency. They're not protected under their loan contingency. That's separate. So make sure before you're writing that non-contingent offer or removing that investigation contingency, that insurance is possible on that property. Big reminder. And I have a post about it in Slack, but just reiterating here. Thanks.
Yeah, Allstate and State Farm both pulled out of California. Farmers Insurance, Peter Lee's wife, Nancy, is part of that. You guys want to inquire for a second quote, but be very careful about getting insurance. Making sure you're getting insurance early on, especially high fire zones like Montclair, certain parts of Piedmont, depending on where you're selling real estate.
Yeah, that's key.
And then some other marketing stuff that we're working on right now. Again, the books we're working on. We have the agent journey Canva thing that teaches you how to walk through a listing presentation or sales with the sellers, and there's clickable access on that. We have a monthly marketing email, but this is actually a thing we've been asked a lot. We have a monthly marketing email that's consumer facing that's almost done. It looks really nice and clean. To be able to use it, you guys all need to sign up for MailChimp. MailChimp is free up to, I believe, 2,000 contacts. There's no reason anyone here should not have a MailChimp account, where you can just quickly click something, load this entire email into your MailChimp, but then you'll need to manually go in and change your face on it. So it's not a complete 100% manual thing, but you'll figure out how to use MailChimp. And then other than that, we're also working on some door hanger stuff that I saw, copying off something I saw on Instagram, a company that was selling. We're still working on our like content machine dashboard. That's a huge project. I'm not sure what we've done this month, but where it's one-stop hub for you to kind of have all these ideas, all these scripts in one place to look at. We do have a lot of like monthly scripts that I kind of gave preview last week that we're still working on. So there's a lot of stuff that we're kind of stabbing at a little bit that we're slowly unleashing to the team. The monthly update, the video reels are out for the month. So that's an easy way to kind of provide update to your database. We suggest, some people have just put their face on it. That's fine, but really suggest trying to talk over it and make it a little more interactive.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it for marketing for now.
That's good. Thank you so much, Kenny. I appreciate what you and the team are doing for us for marketing purposes. I appreciate that. Ooh, I love this. So Kenny was just talking about like the market update. That's the templates that are to the left. And they are, I love them. Love them. So these are just some examples of the real templates that are in, one is in Slack that you can click through. They're on Canva. And if you notice, at least for me, if you notice, everything all have the color, the consistent color scheme throughout.
And we're working on some new stuff too. Like the just sell thing was a concept I came up a couple weeks ago, and then slowly we moved into just list it. That way, if you have a closed deal, it's something you can just quick and easy repost. That way you're letting your clients know. And then we totally recommend you also create something of your own, but if you don't, this is what we have. And then we're gonna start, you're gonna start slowly seeing us incorporate more colors, not just because this month is Pride Month, rainbows, but we're also trying to do seasonal, like summer colors, beach colors, spring color stuff in some of our marketing. So we're going to release that. I don't know. It's kind of like a marketing campaign for like a clothing store or something. It's just something a little different. So you guys all know that you guys are following the color space, like mid-century stuff is coming back. The 60s, 70s colors are really popular right now. I personally like them, like that kind of nice, flat, I don't know, like it's a certain type of palette color, but we're going to start making more designs and more different variety of stuff for each quarter.
Wow, I love it.
Seasonality, yeah, but most it.
That's going to be great. Plug and play. Oh, and this is something that we talked about at group coaching yesterday. We were just talking about, and you even mentioned MailChimp and how to get this out to our consumers. And we can ask our VAs to create a Canva template for us to send out MailChimp. Vernon was the example yesterday, and his newsletter is fire. And it's just really plugging in his information about his market data. It's about us as a team. It's about him. It's about listings and stuff like that. So again, going back to marketing pieces, they are already here for us to use. And so my recommendation would be to get on it and to use it. And I don't want to be mean, but we really have no excuse because it's here for us. Anything to add to that, Kenny, for templates?
No, we're just constantly adding more to our library, and then we're working on a EXP we're working on one marketing center where all this is going to be one place. We did sign up for kind of related. We signed up for a premium version of Bitly, where all of the instead of bit.ly, we have go.fastagents.com. We're going to have a one Monday board with every single resource in our company, kind of intranet. So you'll just have one place where you can click, you'll know where to go for video editings, for reels, for marketing requests, your YLOPO login, your follow bots, all of that. We're trying to make it as simple as possible as we're adding more resources. Perfect.
Do we have a timeline on that for the Marketing Central?
That will probably be done in the next week and a half.
Nice.
Hey, Maria, it's Molly here. Real quick, just wanted to chime in and shout out Vernon. So I know he's kind of been the example that's been shared with the MailChimp template. And so Vernon actually put in the work and came up with the content that is allocated for the placeholder. So a template is just that. It's a placeholder. Some of them will have ideas. So as people are requesting them, one, I implore you to have an idea of the content that you want to be able to add. it's one thing if you have no idea. It's another if you have an idea, but maybe you're not the best designer or you're not familiar with Canva. It's kind of like meeting us in the middle. If you bring the content, we can help upload it or design it. But Vernon actually did that. So it wasn't, oh, hey, he actually put in the work, but we have the template built out. And then again, if you are requesting MailChimp templates, please be sharing them with your SOI. It's a waste of manpower and hours to request an asset that you're not going to use for its intended purpose. So I just say, please keep that in mind. But Karina and I will be getting together. There'll probably be some changes with marketing assets and how we handle them and disperse them and work on them. So just stay tuned for that to come out in the next couple of weeks, but trying to streamline it with a faster response time and deliverable of the goods.
Yeah, yes. I mean, this was actually good. I was in the office. This is how I came to be too with the specific thing Mo's talking about. I was in the office yesterday and Jeff Hill was there asking, hey, I sent in a marketing request. Do you know where it is? Like, I actually don't. So, you know, I know you guys are sending marketing requests. It goes into the air, the cloud, and like, you don't have any, you're not sure where it is. But similar to how we install Podium, the automated texting system into the video marketing side, where you're getting text updates on where your video status is, we're gonna install Podium sync with our money board with your Typeform request. So every step of the way, when something's being worked on, who's working on it, the stage of it, you're gonna get text so you know that your project's being worked on. And that's gonna be fairly simple to install. We just didn't think all this or didn't know we needed it until someone simply said, hey, I wanted to know where my request is. So we're always open to feedback, and if you see any kind of gaps in our systems, we're always trying to improve it. So you just got to be more vocal about it.
Nice. Wow, this is wonderful. Thank you. Ooh. Well, here we are. Agent headshots. I know there was something that came out via Slack and emails, and they were talking about for the month of June, if you need a new headshot, please schedule it in the Oakland office. And well, there we are on the fast booth. We have Oakland, and I'm sitting in the Sacramento fast booth right now.
Yeah, we need more headshots too. Like Patrick's doing an amazing job cutting all these really cool videos all the time for Instagram page. But we can only work with what we have. So you want to be included, you want your face shown, you want to be in more videos. We need your pictures, and we need you to go take some headshots. So we have a larger library to include you in our marketing.
And that's it. Woohoo! Is there anything that we need to add before we close out? Like I mentioned at the beginning, this is going to be a fast meeting. We're going to whip it out. Anything else?
Just a huge thank you for hosting.
Yeah, thank you, Maria. And we'd love to see everyone at the more. Make sure you guys show up for the mid-year review.
Maria.
Thank you. What'd you say, Kenny? I'm sorry.
Oh, make sure everyone shows up to their local mid-year review so we can see your faces and have some content and, you know, really push your business for the rest of the year.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait for to see all of you beautiful faces in Sacramento. And as we go out for the rest of the week, go get it. Go get it. And if you don't have it, go find it. Figure it out.
Yeah, I did have a quick question. If you have another second, there was a fellow, Kenny, you had posted on Slack about fellow coming out a couple of weeks ago. I haven't seen any updates on that. Do we have an update on?
Oh, so fellow, good question. Fellow, we're it's up and running. Is Dan here? Okay,
No,
Dan
he's
just
not in
stepped out.
Sacramento.
Yeah, we uploaded some leads to it. We're doing it in batches, but in the last couple of weeks, like we picked up 2 seller opportunities from the existing database. So fellow is gonna email all the database leads we have. It's a value to them to type in their home address. Figure it's kind of like HomeBot, but like it has more like but HomeBot is really specific on you do this and stuff to those like this. But fellow lets them do different things, so they can kind of look at the data, look at the home value, and see what they want to do with it. And then we're still working on it to kind of once it's up and running, you'll all have your own individual pages, and you can customize that page. So if a lead does get something from you, what the actions they take, what you'll see on your personal fellow page, you can use that as a QR code for your website on. That links to your website. You can use it as a website. You can use it at your open houses. But we're trying to create more opportunities from an existing database for you guys. So it's being worked on right now. we've created 2 maybe opportunities in the last 2 weeks from it, but stand by, we're still working on that. Dan Sundberg is leading that project.
Yeah, I'd love to get that onto my,
Yeah.
my database.
Yeah, if you want to speed that up a little bit, feel free to DM Dan.
Okay.
With all these projects, it's like such a big thing. We're being very careful, make sure we're doing every step of the way correctly.
Hey, thanks, Kenny. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Hey, Maria, there's a couple of comments in the chat box. One was, is the headshots for new agents only or for everyone? And the other one comment was that the only date that's open for headshots in June is the 13th. And they're asking if we're going to have any more dates going down the line, potentially in Walnut Creek or Oakland.
Okay, that
Sorry, I
would-
was doing my best to answer them in the chat, but yeah, so the availability is on the 13th. It all is subject to Patrick's availability, and he releases dates as soon as he knows them. And usually they'll be an email to the team or to the Slack channel that's team members only. And yes,
We'll bring your solution. If there's more demand, like, and I need to like speak on Patrick's behalf. There's been many times in the past where people bail on their appointments, and it's really annoying to Patrick. So if you guys fail, like, you might not get a 3rd chance, maybe a 2nd chance, and that's it. So book you could 13, but if it fills up, we'll talk to them about getting more dates on the calendar ASAP.
and it's a team provided resource that costs hella money at general companies. So it's a really nice thing that we do. And it is we like to prioritize new agents that don't have headshots yet, if at all possible. But if you need a new one, a new revamped one, you're welcome to attend.
There's like 6 more slots for the 13th.
Like I took headshots last time. I was in and out in 2 minutes, but we're giving people the 15 minutes as a courtesy in case they need more time to prep.
Perfect. Anything else? No, I think that's a go and a done. Everyone have a wonderful and successful week. Go get it.
Cool. All right, guys.
Thank you, Maria. Bye.